vamos continuar com a segunda parte do encontro do movimento de física e científico, movimento de física e astronomia para a educação inclusiva. Será também o primeiro encontro Science Connect online. From now on, I will speak in English. Okay, so I made an introduction in Portuguese, and now I'm going to talk in English. So welcome to the second part of the meeting of the physics department, astronomy department for inclusive education. And this is also the second day for the first Science Connect multiplier event. This afternoon, we will have, so I will start by making a short presentation of the Science Connect project. And then we will have 11 presentations, oral presentations, from all the countries that are involved in the Science Connect project. And then we will have a great time because there will be a coffee break. And after the coffee break, we will have two workshops. One about using Audible for teaching astronomy, and the second one about an application called Audible. Maybe some of you already know this language. Okay, so let us start by presenting you this project, Science Connect project. So, Science Connect project is an Erasmus Plus project, which means that it is founded by the European Community. The project itself started on October 2019, and it will end at the end of June this year. The national agency that is responsible for all the budget of the project is the national agency in Romania. I can even try to say what is here. It's a community program in education for professional something. Training, professional training. Is that so? Yeah, and the Romanian team confirms. And the principal investigator or researcher is, and coordinator is Tronia Murario, as you well know. So this Science Connect project has several partners, and there are 7 schools, 1 school from each country. So 1 school from Portugal, another one from Italy, another one from Latvia. So the first 2, I can say that first Portugal is from Maya, second the Italian one is Valentino, but I'm not able to say the word of the school in Latvia. It's something that is, sorry. Sorry, so just a moment. Is it okay? Okay. So let's continue. So there are 7 schools, 1 from Portugal, another one from Italy, Latvia, from Granada, Spain, another one from Ankara, Turkey, 1 school from Greece, and finally 1 school from Katsani in Romania. Along with these 7 schools, there are 3 universities that their job is to assure that there is a good connection between the schools and the university, and also to support the projects that were developed within the project. So there is the University of Porto, the University of Galati in Romania, and University La Sapienza from Italy. Now, our job here was to develop a lot of some digital resources, and also to give teacher training for the teachers that are involved in this project. Now, the main goals, or the main goal of this project is innovation. So what we want, or what Petronia wanted when she created this project and proposed to all partners, was to motivate teachers and students to develop creative projects within the project. So there are major goals of this project: use technology for supporting learning process, apply digital changes in education, especially transferable ones, establish effective partnerships for cooperation that can solve common problems, enable teachers to face the fears of using new technologies. When we say about new technologies, we are talking about digital technologies. Make equitable and inclusive the digital education. This is very related to what we had in this morning, because this morning we were talking about inclusive education. Create educational resources under a Creative Commons license. Enable students to gain practical skills as a new understanding of the connection between sciences and technologies useful for a future job. So the planned activities for this Science Connect project were 7 blended mobility for students. I think that at the moment there are 5 of them completed. I think that two more will be done in the next weeks. 2 short-term training events. Those occurred here in Portugal. The first one was in December 2019 about virtual laboratories and videos. So there were 2 teachers from each country participating in this training event, staff training event. And the second one was last year about programming and Arduino. So we focused our attention in programming, also about Scratch, and also Arduino. And 3 traditional project meetings. So the first one, kickoff meeting in Rome, 2019. This was before pandemic. And then there was another one in 2021, midterm meeting in Valentino, and the final one will be this year in July in Carvalho. 2 multiplier events. This one, teaching of science, is a challenge to overcome, which is today. Here. And there will be a second one, a multiplier event in Romania in July 2022, which will coincide with the final with the finish of this project. And as for intellectual outputs, 3 intellectual outputs were the one that were taught. The first one is for applications for virtual laboratories, methods and resources to be applied for students' activities. It concerns about all the activities that were developed by students during the project. And the second one, programming and Arduino, methods and resources to be applied for students' activities, which is occurring now. During this week, all students from the 7 partner countries or schools came to Portugal and presented their works. Okay, some of the students are here, and there, and there are students there too. Yeah. And finally, a SciCon toolkit, which is a pedagogical tool that is intended for teachers to use with their students. And this pedagogical tool will be about how to use digital resources to promote scientific knowledge. Okay, now about this multiplier event. The multiplier event, and in this afternoon, we will have 11 talks. So they will be about inclusive education, videos and virtual laboratories, and also programming for education. So from these 11 talks, 9 of them will be given by people directly, students directly from the SciCon project. And 2 of them will be given by Brazilians, people that are online from Brazil, and they will talk about inclusive education. And 2 workshops that I told you after coffee break. The workshop about astronomy, the cosmonauts, and the algorithm. So I try to be as brief as possible, and all I want to tell you or wish you is a nice day. Thank you.